Yeah.
So do you feel like, with like you said about PTSD and anxiety and things, do you feel like the painting does really, the hobby does help a lot with that
It's
kind
a
of side of things?
huge outlet. It's like everything goes a little bit quiet when you sit down and you hyper focus on that little small thing you gotta paint.
There's nothing more annoying than you spend hours doing it and you come down, there's someone there on their phone like,
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
Are you playing? Yeah. Just when it's fine, just let me know.
Just gotta answer the wife
right, you're
real
dead.
quick. Take everything that your 12-year-old self felt awesome around and made your heart feel warm, and maybe that'll help your adult broken self feel a little better.
Yeah.
Escapism 101.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Sprue Goons podcast with me, Dickie, Darren, and this week, very special guest, Norse Paints.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's get straight into it with a bit of hobby nonsense.
Yeah.
So, sort of as per tradition, I think we should ask Norse what he's been up to in the last maybe couple of weeks.
Other than procrastination, I've been kind of
We're all good at that.
I think you call it hobby butterflying. I've been doing that a lot lately.
That too.
So it's been a mixture between Old World Empire, Warcry, and D&D models.
Oh,
and
cool.
I based some, dry brushed some, painted some, and then, it's all over right now. I need to narrow it.
That's quite fun. It's kind of what I've been trying to do recently. We'll get on to that in a minute.
Yeah.
What faction for the old world, out of interest?
For the old world, it's Empire. Because I found, when I was getting back into the hobby, I found a box at a thrift store. And it was full of the old Empire versus Orc starter set.
Oh, yeah.
And it was still on Spruce. So, I grabbed that, and that's how I kind of got back into the hobby, and Empire ever since.
Nice. Cool, that's a rare find. Did they know how much it was in the thrift store, or did you get it for a good deal?
I think it was equivalent at 10 quid about. So they didn't know. They didn't know what they were having.
Nice.
I was really shaking,
Yeah. Have this, please.
Can I have this, please?
Yeah, because we've got a shop near us that sells second-hand, like old Warhammer, but someone or the guy that owns the shop or someone knows, because didn't you find a Bretonnian set in there? And he wanted stupid money for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but was
not £10.
No. And if it was in cellophane, I would have gone.
Usually now it's your weight in gold or something.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
So, what faction for Warcry?
For Warcry, I don't have one faction because I played with my wife amongst others. So nice. right now I'm painting Hunted and Hunter, I think it's called. So it's the Sigmar guys and some hungry troll fellas.
Yes. Yeah. Move. Yeah, getting on to that. Yeah, because...
what have you been up to?
Well, I've been having a bit of a... You're saying about the hobby butterfly, and also I've been having a bit of the opposite. I've kind of been trying to dwindle down my collection because I was a bit too butterfly. I was all over the place. So I just sold my ogres from the Hunter and Hunted.
Oh,
so,
really? But the Cave Howler looks so cool.
It does. They are cool. But I just thought I haven't got time or patience. And we don't really play Warcry. We kind of tried it a couple of times. It's a good game. We quite enjoyed it, but it's kind of... We have a bit of a problem with too much butterflying, don't we? So we kind of have too many things on the go. So we thought, I'm going to try and shrink it. So we know I'm doing the ogres and the humans. So like, oh dear. But yeah, we went to the Ark. I don't know if you've heard of a game called Ark World, Norse. Probably quite a small game.
What was the game called? You said
Ark World.
Arc World. I haven't tried that. Or
No,
heard of it, actually. What is it?
It's a small. It's quite like a. What do you call? I think they call it like a boutique game. It's a small company. Warp Miniatures. They make a small. It's like a skirmish game, fantasy skirmish game. And we went up to every year they hold a weekender. Like you go up, you play, you paint, you hobby, and all things like that. So we went up to that a couple of weeks ago.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So I they just released an undead set, Skeleton. So I've been painting them. Really, that's all I've been doing. I think that and selling everything I own model wise. So that's kind of my hobby. I've really done that much more apart from that. What have you been up to? What have
I've been up to? Well, so I'd like pre Arc World Weekender, because we went together. I was painting a model for the competition. So they have a painting competition. So there's 2 categories for where you're at the weekender. So one of them is one that you've painted before, and then one of them is one that you've painted whilst at the weekender, like started and finished whilst at the weekender. Yeah. So Dickie won the one that you start and finish there. So yeah,
congratulations.
And I was working on a model, so I'd been working on an ogre model, and I came third in that category as well. So yeah, we picked up a few spoils.
Did well.
Yeah, but so I'd kind of mainly been working on that, and then since then done a couple of contrast corners. One went out today, and then I've got a little project on the go, but I don't want to say too much. Yeah, before someone copies it.
Do I know what it is? Oh yeah, I do know what it is. Yeah. So I was trying to think. Do I know? Yeah, I know, but it's so secret that I don't even know. Never know.
Yeah. So been kind of doing that. We played a little bit of Arc World. The week after we came back,
riding the wave still of the game, that kind of weekender away. So
and then we played Zombicide.
Yes,
we've been playing a lot of Zombicide recently.
I've been dying to try to get into that game, especially the Black Plague one.
Yes, we just picked up Green Horde, which is kind of like it's a version of Black Plague. There's Black Plague, then they released Green Horde, which is like a sequel. It's fantasy set in the same world, the same the same world as Black Plague. So you can use them over each other. So you can put things from Green Horde in Black Plague and vice versa.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So that's the next one on the line. We've got Invader, which is the sci-fi one, and we're on mission.
Isn't there a Marvel one as well?
Yes, we've got that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got Marvel. Invader, which is the sci-fi, Green Horde, which is like Black Plague, and Undead or Alive, which is the Wild West one.
Oh yeah. Not the standard one then, or
no.
We want
skip that one.
Yeah. You want this?
I desperately want the standard one. Yeah,
the Wild West one's for you as well. So
kind of
we're on mission 8 of 10 of Invader.
Oh,
and then we're kind of deciding which one next. But we kind of got really into Zombicide, haven't we? Kind of love that. But
it's sort of like where you start and you've got like your 6, you've got 3 survivors and 3 soldiers. So some are like kitted out a little bit more than others. Also some are like better, aren't they, in combat than others? But I'm sure you know the concept of Zombicide, but you spend, I suppose it's a little bit like D&D, very, very light version, but you spend that mission kind of like getting gear and essentially leveling up your character.
Okay, so it's not every mission is just go.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a sort of roguelike game, where every mission you can kind of go on this run where if you pick up, certain things, you can be super, super powerful, and absolutely cane through a mission. And then sometimes you really struggle and you need to pick up the flamethrower and nobody finds it and you're really, it's tough.
That sounds fun.
It's been quite fun.
So you can do all these side things, and then when you finally do the main quest, you just go.
Yeah, yeah. Go around collecting all the gear and then kind of go, right then, just walk through the zombies. They're all dead.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I sort of do on like Assassin's Creed or something like that. You know, do like 40 hours of collectibles and side quests, and then just you go into like one of the main missions. You go into like one of the main missions, and they're like, "Oh, now you can use the poison dart." And you're thinking, "Hang on, I had that like 30 hours ago."
That only does 2 damage. My sword does 45.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So we've gone off on a tangent on Zombicide now. See, this is what I mean. See, we always say it's a good
game, though. You should, you should definitely pick it up. It's really good to play with like a few mates because you've got there's 6 players, so you can play up to 6 players. But if you've got like a couple of mates, which is what we normally do, we have 2 characters each. Then you're kind of you're running 2 different characters, and they might usually we run a survivor and a soldier each. And they're kind of good at different things. So, and we played through the missions, like from start to almost finish, we've kind of grown with the characters. Sounds a bit cheesy, but there are certain characters that we will take now. You know, we'll go for.
It's easy to get, especially if it's a model you've been painting for a long time too. You get attached to both the model and the character you've been playing with, probably, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a weird thing where the one that I've painted, his name's Cole, and he's just a basic survivor just with a pistol. But he has this ability where he can do a free search every turn. And because the game is about searching, and like every time you search, you can get weapons, body armor, that kind of thing. By the end of the game, he's just a normal person, but he's absolutely kicked it out, like you said. Yeah. So yeah, he got painted.
Gotta bring Carl.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of all we've been up to, really. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, butterflying, selling, and Zombicide. There you go.
Yeah, well, no fees on eBay now. So
no fees on eBay. Exactly. Make the most of it.
There's no stocking this.
Yeah, I'm in trouble now. You know that copy of Zombicide we got down? Yeah, I've got rid of that.
What more can I sell, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, let's get into the meat of the episode, and the meat this time is Norse. So
it's not the first time I've been called meat.
Yeah. Norse meat.
Norse meat is your spin-off channel.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Monetize that.
Yeah. Not sure what platform it's going to be on. But...
It's a cooking show.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you saved it.
Yeah.
So we'll sort of start where it makes sense to start, really, which is kind of your story. What is Norse's story?
What is Norse's story? That's a good question, isn't it? So if we're talking about how I first got into the hobby, that was, how old was I? I don't know anymore. It's a long time ago. But television still have the back part.
Yeah.
So it's that long ago. But I was walking past like a really dusty VHS store. And the guy had just started taking in something called Warhammer. And I was like, what is this? So I went inside and I bought a regiment of undead skeletons. And the same summer, I was in Sweden and I found the Mordheim starter pack.
Ooh.
So I bought those. And then I bought the Bretonnian starter pack. And I was like, already had a great pile. But then, I got a little older and computers and all that, and I didn't know what I had, so some disappeared, some got, broken or stolen and played with or whatever. And then many years later, we come back to a man who has maybe experienced a lot in his life, so suddenly we have a little luggage on our back, like anxiety and PTSD and all that. So first I started with aquariums to try to calm myself down.
Yeah.
And then I was, looking at YouTube for more aquarium tutorials, and I came across this channel called Goobertown Hobbies.
Oh, Goobertown, yeah.
And, I was trying to look for something to, calm me down or whatever, looking at YouTube, and the voice, "Hello, welcome to Goobertown Hobbies." Just
So
suddenly rang with me. And, I started to watch all his clips, and I was thinking, maybe this could be something to get back into, And I went to a thrift store and I found my Empire starter set, which they sold for 10 quid. They didn't know what they had. It was still in sprues too. You could see all the square. It's just beautiful. So I started painting, and I started, sending all my miniatures to my friends, going, "Look what I painted this time. Look what I painted this time." And then finally I was, maybe they get sick of this. Maybe I should just start an Instagram and just post it there, so I have like an outlet. And that's the start of Norse Paints.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Very cool.
And your Instagram page has gone crazy, isn't it? It's done brilliantly.
It's quite exploded after I started mixing up my own shortcomings with like a little bit of humor in it. People feel like they can relate. Looks like.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. We were just watching.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we were watching one of your reels just before we started recording, and I was in stitches in downstairs. So absolutely brilliant.
The one of the YouTube ones. I think it might be a short, but he said about using your emotions, using your inner monologue, and it's like the screaming. It's just,
well, sometimes you feel that on the inside, don't you?
Yeah. Definitely showing your age there, Norse, as well. VHS tapes. Like, well, there might be some people listening to this that don't even know what a VHS is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
well, that makes me feel old.
We both do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. I really miss that old, going to the store and rent a VHS for the Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was something special about that.
It was. Go and pick one. Well, what do I want? And then you get it halfway through. This is crap. Why did I choose this? Look
at the back of the cassette all the way home.
I think it is interesting though, isn't it? Because it's much more. It is just much more of like a, what you say, like a throwaway culture now. It's, you would consider, how you spent your time, not necessarily VHS, but like just generally how you spent your time. You're going there. It's a really considered decision. Whereas now you chuck Netflix on and
spend 20 minutes scrolling and then turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you turn on the movie, you're just like, all right, what was I looking at on Instagram?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I watching a movie?
Yeah. But
so do you feel like, with like you said about PTSD and anxiety and things, do you feel like the painting does really, the hobby does help a lot with that kind of side of things?
It's a huge outlet. It's like everything goes a little bit quiet when you sit down and you hyper focus on that little small thing you got to paint.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very can't remember the name now. I was trying to sound smart, but it's very good for the brain,
Yeah.
It really aligns you, and not only that, but the community in this hobby, like it feels like most of the people I meet that paint miniatures have a little bit of brokenness in a way. There's something missing, either in happiness or like in stability of nerves, and because of that, everybody understands that, oh, this other person probably doesn't have the best time. Let's be nice to each other. And that's what everybody does. It's pretty much the best community I've been on.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like before we started our Instagram page, I was very hesitant because I was like, oh, what are people? Sounds silly, but what if people are horrible? What if they, that's crap. Why are you doing that? And
you'll get lynched.
Yeah. But Darren was the one who kind of said, no, come on, let's do it. And I kind of found the same thing as you did. You get the odd comment here and there. You think, block and delete. But in general, people in the hobby community, in the miniature wall painting community, are so friendly and open, and I think it's a great community. You kind of don't realise it until you kind of do something like Instagram and put yourself out there, I think.
Yeah, no, like in this community, the comment section is, well, it's usually where self-esteem goes to die, but in this community, it, gives you a spine instead.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I think from like watching your account grow and seeing it, it's obviously still, predominantly painting, but putting yourself like front and center, that must have been quite a tough thing to decide to do. It
still is.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't probably play this out to the community, but every time I do make a reel and post it, I go, press post, and then I put down the phone and I run out to another room and I go, oh, this is horrible. I hate it every time. But now I just feel like, since so many people get something out of it and they feel, sometimes I mention, PTSD and anxiety, and people relate. I feel like I want to continue to make people not feel alone, because that's the worst. That's the very worst you can feel.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
If there's any consolation, I feel exactly the same, because I was in a little reel we did the other day, the first one I think I've been in, and I saw it come up and I was like, no, I couldn't, get away. I couldn't even watch it. So I kind of know the feeling. Obviously not on the same scale, but I know what you mean. So, I can't stand it.
So we're gonna quickly fire you a few questions.
Fire away, boys.
I think I probably know the answer to this one, but maybe you. So, painter or player?
Wow, it's. Am I allowed to say 50-50 now? Because it started as painter, but I'm getting more and more into the playing part, and it's really cool. And I am a D&D player as well, so it's all very mixed together.
Yeah.
Well, perfect excuse to paint your D&D miniatures and use them in a game if you're playing D&D bit a lot as well. So.
Oh yeah, that's what we do too. I'm always excited when the DM goes, and this one is painted by Norse, and I go,
I
did this.
Introducing.
Yeah, my wife's a big D&D player. She plays most weeks with a group of friends. So I played it a bit. We did a one shot, didn't we? New Year. We did. I ran a one shot last year, didn't I? We did one together.
One shots are so much fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I can't remember what it was about, but it was stupid. A sheep or something.
Yeah, well,
it's always stupid, but it's always fun.
Yeah. But we've done a couple, haven't we? Yeah, we did another one with
one with like rats and things.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I do love. My wife loves it. She does it every week. I like D&D, but kind of probably more wargaming than D&D.
Yeah.
But do like D&D. Have you seen that? Not quite. I'm guessing you do like Wizards of the Coast. The classic D&D. Is that what you play, or do you play anything else?
No, it's the classic one. 5th edition.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Because my wife has seen. I don't know if you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, I have not seen.
Oh. But she loves that, and she's seen a RPG D&D game of it that she wants. She said, "That's my Christmas present." She said, "I want that for Christmas." So we might be playing that next year, I think. So
that's really cool. I like the themed ones. Cool. I heard there's even one out of Fallout.
Yes, yeah, Fallout,
cool.
Aliens. I think the other ones I know.
Fallout would be cool.
Fallout would be cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Radiation sickness.
Yeah. Have you seen the miniatures game? Well, Modifius.
Yeah, it looks. The miniature looks really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were looking at that. We were kind of on the fence about that at one point.
We wanted a game, didn't we?
Yeah, we were at the UK Games Expo. We were like, let's have a game. Let's get a demo. But I can't remember why we didn't. Was it a queue?
It was really busy, I think.
Loads of busy. Never got round to it. But yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah. So
I feel like this one's going to be a 50-50.
Yeah, it might be, especially after from Fallout. But sci-fi or fantasy?
I would say fantasy actually, predominantly.
Oh, okay.
I do
Yeah,
like,
same.
Yeah.
you know, the just the feeling of drawing the sword and goes charge. You know, it's another boy's
Yeah.
dream. You know,
Yeah.
everybody can pick up a stick and it can be a lightsaber, but you know, there's something special about swords and Lord of the Rings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely agree.
Definitely.
I like stuff. Don't mind sci-fi,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely more fantasy. I think can't be goblins and orcs and
Right.
wizards and yeah.
So you're more of a Lord
Sorry?
of the Rings than a Star Wars.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't think I can go one day without quoting Tolkien. I haven't so far in my life, at least.
It's not a bad thing.
No,
Yeah, never stop.
I will never stop.
Yeah, so this is painting related, but airbrush or brush?
I don't have an airbrush, so brush all the way for
Okay.
me.
Brush all the way.
I want to try an airbrush, but I am very old school
Yeah.
because of money.
I was. Yes, yeah. Yeah. I was for a long time. I didn't. I have been in the hobby since I was 14. I'm 40 now, so what's that? 26 years.
Yeah.
And I only just got an airbrush last year.
I heard it's
And-
like it feels like cheating almost.
It's well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But in a good way, you know? In a good way.
No, it's all right. I wouldn't say I'm any good at it. I use it mainly for basing, maybe an OSL on a model, but I don't really use it too much. But you did have one, didn't you? But it broke.
Yeah. No, it's on my list. Hopefully, yeah, just before Christmas, I'm hoping to get one. I think for me, it's. I think I'm not. Yeah, I'd probably still much prefer things, you know, to paint with the brush, but I think it's the speed. I don't get as much time to paint as Dickie does. So the airbrush, the appeal of the airbrush for me is to kind of cut down the time on the things that I don't enjoy. So, you know, getting those base layers on and things like that, or like the OSLs, something like that. So then you can really spend time kind of building it up with the brush and kind of doing the fun bits. Or, you know, if you've got Zombie Side and you've got 60 Xenos to paint, the airbrush, even if it is cheating, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say cheating. It feels like cheating. Is what I've heard because it's so easy and so fast.
Well, again, say it's easy,
not a
but
purist.
No, it does take a bit of skill to kind of get used to. Because when I first got it, I really struggled to kind of get the pressure right and the amount of thinner you put in with the paint, and it's. You know, a lot of people, before I had one, I thought, oh, it's cheating. You just chuck the paint in, down. Oh, look at that. I've got a Golden Demon winning model and I've just airbrushed it a bit. But it is definitely a skill in itself. But I don't know, I suppose, what's the one they say? It's just another tool in the box, I suppose. But I would personally, because again, a bit like you, Norse, initially I was like, no, it's cheating. I don't want one. You know, I just make it easy mode. But I think now having one, I couldn't imagine not having one. It's good to have it there. Or I want to do a Zenithal in these colours, or I want to do a bit of an OSL. Or like you said, I just want to quickly paint the skin on all these 10 models without.
I want to paint a tank.
Yeah. But, yeah. But to be fair, given the choice, airbrush or brush, I'd probably still go brush.
Yeah.
But
really? Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why I'm answering the question. It wouldn't hurt me. But yeah, thanks for asking anyway.
And thank you for answering.
It's all right.
So last one. Is it a pile of shame or a pile of opportunity?
Oh, that's a good question. And I think I have a good answer. Depends on the day.
Yes, yeah.
Because if you're having a little bit of a bad day and you look at all the stuff you need to do, it can kind of get overwhelming. But if you're having one of them playful pistol hands day, you can definitely just go, wow, look at all this stuff I can do. And just like, it's opportunity. I would say, depends on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
That is a very good answer, because I'm very pessimistic. I'll probably be like, yeah, shame.
Yeah, most days it's shame.
Most days it's shame.
Shame all the way.
Yeah. Hence the reason it's been going on eBay recently. Get rid of the shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The opportunity is the fact that you're going to put it on eBay.
Yeah, the opportunity is I can sell it to then buy more stuff to put back in the shame pile.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I'm in a dangerous loop here.
Sisyphus.
Opportunity for shame.
Yeah.
I think we might have already answered this one.
Yeah, I don't think you need to ask this one, but we'll ask it, but I think we know the answer.
Yeah. What's your favourite IP? So,
like
Lord of the Rings.
Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of any other ones, but...
Well, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually,
correct answer as well.
it's Lord of the Rings and Jurassic Park, actually.
Jurassic
Park.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Just warms my heart in a...
Yes.
Yeah,
But that music,
amazing choice.
that music kicks in.
Yeah.
Oh.
They do
I get
move
it.
in herds.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. That's again brilliant answer. Didn't think of it. Why has it not been like a Jurassic? Imagine a Jurassic Park miniatures game.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Oh,
That'd be so
me,
good.
Frodo. That would be
yeah.
amazing.
Oh god, there you go.
And there, yeah, there it goes.
It's not the last one I was
No.
supposed to think.
But imagine that you could have the human faction, dinosaur.
Yeah,
And there you go.
There you go with this.
I would
No, you could have
definitely
like the,
kit bash a Triceratops to lay it on the side and then do latex and then have Malcolm, have the breedings.
Yeah. I
With
thought
a
you were
little
going to say
pump
a
inside.
big pile of
Oh,
big
yeah.
pile of shit. That is a big pile of shit.
Yeah. Dino droppings.
Yeah. But you could do humans. You could do like scientists, InGen,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jurassic Park workers. There's 3 factions within humans. You could do dinosaur, different. Oh god, I want it. Let's
I
do it.
bet zombie side would be a good
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
what
my
a shout.
ground for it.
They need to get hold of Simon. They need to get on
That
that.
would be so good.
Imagine that. You could have, Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, Dr. Malcolm. Then the rap, you could have T-Rex could be the Abomination.
You heard it here
Perfect.
first, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. Runners could be compies.
Yeah.
And then normal ones could be raptors. Oh my god,
Exactly.
like 80 raptors.
Wouldn't that be an amazing game?
Oh my god,
It's so good.
That's amazing. If Simon ever see this, they won't. But if they ever saw this podcast, oh my god, I expect royalties when that comes out.
Oh yeah, or
Well,
or a
actually,
free pack
Norse
at
should
least.
actually get royalties.
That's if they've got any left after paying the Jurassic Park.
Yeah, so let's say yeah.
Oh, the opportunities.
Yeah, and lastly, just a bit of a discussion really, but your favourite games. We might have touched on a few, but I've kind of just put a few down. Like, do you play Magic the Gathering?
No, I
No?
don't play Magic. It's mostly the old miniatures. So Hero Quest,
Yeah.
Warhammer, D&D.
Yeah.
And in Warhammer, it's a lot of Warcry at the moment because I finished a whole starter set. I finished everything. I painted everything, and I'm like, I defeated the Grey Horde for once. So we play a lot of that.
And then went out and bought more.
Yeah, I have more now.
Oh.
Wow.
Things we were saying that it's that feeling of, it's sort of like you always work towards having that complete set painted. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
We'd recently done it, or you'd pretty much solely done it, but with Shatterpoint. And we've had like 4, so Dickie painted up 4 squads, had all the scenery painted, and it was like, if you could go back a year, and have that.
Say to yourself, in a year's time, you're going to have 4 squads painted. You only need 2 to play a game, so 2 each. So you could play a full game, fully painted with all the scenery, and it's almost like, I'm done next. What now?
Yeah, get it on eBay.
Yeah, get it on eBay. Yeah, no send please. That's my own cross to bear. Sending things. I can't help it.
But it is tough. It's kind of like once you've achieved, you know, you look forward to it so much that when you get there, I think you were kind of alluding to it, which is you've got this set painted, and now you feel like to actually
I'm the king of the world.
Yeah, like, but you need to make the most of that now, and that needs to be your game that you play. Otherwise, you're just gonna, you know, all that everything that you were looking forward to.
Oh yeah, what was it for? Yeah,
yeah, what was it for exactly?
Well, that's kind of what's happened with Shatterpoint is great, but we haven't played it for a long time. I spent months painting all the squads and the scenery, and it's just sat in my cabinet, and it's like, put it on eBay then. You know, it's kind of like you said, unless you get use out of it, it's kind of like,
yeah,
you kind of, I don't know, the end goal, oh, we get this all painted, we can play it fully painted. We haven't touched it for 3 months. Yeah. Well, that was, you know what I mean? It's that kind of...
I think the ultimate thing is when we sort of felt it with Star Wars Legion. So we both got into Legion at the same time. Got like the core set and split it, and, you know, the kind of what every hobby relationship does, you know, oh, you paint this half, I'll paint this half. And you kind of you spur each other on, and that was one where we really got going because we painted the core set together, and then it was from then on, like, it wasn't like the project was complete because Legion, because you've got so many units, we were then playing it weekly, but we were also like thinking about what the next thing we were going to paint was. So, you know, I imagine it's what people feel with like 40k, because it's, you know, you've got that progression there. But yeah, with something like Warcry, it's you've either got to get the playtime out of the set that you've just got, or maybe like get the playtime out of the set that you've got, but use that for motivation to get straight on to painting the next set, because the way they play is really cool and it's different to these. And you see what I mean? It's kind of like, so you've got that, you're sort of doing both. You've got that progression, but you've also got a set fully painted, which is brilliant.
Yeah. And it only takes 40 minutes to play too, so it's not that hard to fit into like just a quick date night or whatever. But as you said, with 40k and a lot of the other bigger games, it's ever expanding. Like my Empire army, it's complete, but it's never going to be complete because there's going to be a re-release next year.
Yeah.
And, you know, my wallet's going to hurt.
But then the majority of the models that you've got won't have changed in the old, because they don't resculpt the inventory, do they? It's the same sculpts.
They now want me to debase my whole army and put them on 5 milli bigger. So
really?
They're from 20 to 25 now.
So I didn't realise that. So they've increased the base sizes, have they, from the original base size?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm stubborn, so I'm just gonna buy a regiment mover with spacers in them.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
you're still legal then. Fuck you, GW. I'll do what I want.
I do what I want.
I don't think they're going to work with us ever, are they? Let's look back on their podcast. Fuck you, GW.
We'll cut all the bits where you tell them to stick it.
Yeah.
That's them Sprue Goons, huh?
Yeah. Block them. Wow. So, with regards to D&D, do you ever DM, or do you run campaigns, or?
I'm a forever player.
Okay.
I don't think I have enough order in my brain to ever DM.
It could be the best DM ever, though. Imagine how chaotic it could be. It'd be fun.
I would like to try a one shot once. I would.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. But it couldn't be you know, for die-hard D&D players, it would be just whimsical and fun, you know?
Yeah, I think it takes a special kind of person to DM, I think. Like to do it and be good at it and do it regularly, I think, because it's a lot of work. I think, especially when you turn up and you've got people, because I've been in games where you spend, I DM'd, I'm not saying I'm a good DM, I'm terrible at DMing, but I've DM'd a game before and you spend all the week before getting your notes ready and getting it all ready and trying to think of what if they say this, what if that, I know they say you should kind of make it up on the spot and roll with it, but there's nothing more annoying than you spend hours doing it and you come down, there's someone there on their phone like,
oh yeah, that's horrible.
Sorry, are you playing? Yeah. Just when it's fine, just let me know.
Just gotta answer the wife
you're
real
dead.
quick.
Roll a d20. Oh yeah, sorry, you're dead.
Fireball.
You're fireball. Yeah.
Actually, all my I like to pay attention to my DMs because, well, first of all of them have glasses and everybody has a telltale. So when there's an upcoming battle, you always get the little scoop up or whatever.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Crap.
It's really fun, and there's a lot of like good moments with D&D too, like. You know, when the DM rolls damage dice and you can hear 20 dice hit, you go, oh, it's going to be a bad one.
They look up from behind their screen like, oh no.
If you're a DM, would you actively lie about the results of the dice?
Oh,
Is that
I sense an internal discussion.
Yeah, but you've admitted that you've lied about that.
Well, no, there was this. When I played this campaign, there was a guy. He was a Kenku. And he couldn't talk, so he could only. I can't remember exactly how it works, but he can't really communicate properly. And he was a rogue, but he had subclass. I think it was a trickster. I can't remember what it was, but he could do fireball basically. But I think it was. I can't remember how he had it, but he had fireball. And everyone on the table was like, "Hide! You know, you're a rogue. You know, sneak, stealth. You know, surprise attack. Try and get behind it. Do." And he kept just standing in the middle of the room, just throwing fireballs at the monster. He was like, no. Everyone was like, you know, quick, hide, get behind cover, do a surprise attack. You're a rogue. You know? And he really annoyed me. He wouldn't listen. So I was like, oh, yeah, he's going for you. Oh, yeah, he just rolled 20. I didn't roll 20. I think I rolled like an 8. And I was like, yeah, 20. Crit. I killed him off. Oh, yeah, you're dead. He was on the floor. And oh, no, I've just rolled another 20. Yeah, you're dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah, oh, right. Go and sit down and remake a character. Don't be a Kenku. You're getting me
go
now
sit in the
about
corner.
It. Yeah, see, I did. I was like, go over there, get the player's handbook, make another character, and come back to me when you've made your character you know how to play. Oh, you're annoying me now just talking about it. This is why I'm not a good DM, you see.
It's a lot of fun making those characters based off something though. So my current D&D character, he's based off of Ferdinand the Bull. So he's half Goliath, but he loves to pick flowers. And he doesn't really want to fight, and he doesn't get angry until like somebody steps on his foot or whatever. So it makes for good RP, but I think it pisses off the DM now and then because he goes, you know, you can rage now and attack, right? And I go, he's not quite ready for it. He's not quite angry enough.
Did you get one of the other players come over and I want to slap you? Bang, there you go.
Yeah, because I think sometimes the DM want to go, no, it's a 20, you're dead, go make a new one.
To be fair, I wouldn't do that to any other player who knows what they're doing or they're role playing or they're enjoying it, but he was literally not understanding how to play the game. You're annoying me, go away. you're dead. So yeah, but no, any other player who's role playing their character like that, for instance, I'd be like, no, it's a pain, but it's cool because you're playing your character. You build a story for your character. That's different.
Gotcha. And you might even get points for that.
Yeah, you get you get inspiration for things like that. But when you play your character right, but he didn't know what he was doing, and he kept trying to talk to people. And I'm pretty, is that right, Norse? That do you know if Kenku they can't actually communicate or something like that? There's something.
I'm not sure on the top of my dome.
I'm pretty sure there's something where they only talk because they're birds basically, and they can't really talk.
Oh, yeah, so they go like.
Yeah. They kind of communicate differently. But he kept trying to talk to people. I was like, no, you can't communicate like that. And he's like, fireball, right? Yeah, go away. You've annoyed me. You've ruined this podcast, Aaron. You've annoyed me now. You brought that up. I'm done. I'm going.
That's brilliant.
So yeah, just lastly, so in terms of where you are with the hobby right now, it seems to be that you're in a pretty good place with it in terms of like using it to help you chill out and kind of just de-stress. So is there any kind of tips for anyone that maybe is suffering from anxiety? Is there anything specifically that you've done that's helped, or is it just generally the hobby?
Wow, that's a really good question, man.
That is a really good question. You got from talking about DMs to a really deep and good question.
Yeah. Let me de-layer this onion. No, in terms of giving people advice on anxiety, I don't really have a great advice there because we're so individual, all of us. So what might work for me might not work for others. But I will say this: what have worked for me lately, because I'm having so much fun at the moment, and I've noticed I've started to change a little bit of my thinking, and it's becoming kind of like a mantra, and it's, I like to talk about all the things I love and not about the things I hate. Because a lot of the times I can find myself thinking, I don't like that, or this sucks, or whatever. But lately I've been like, this is so much fun. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I'm like, isn't that fun? Or like, I'm just really enjoying every aspect of what this hobby and this community is right now. And for me, that has helped a lot. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Focus on the good stuff.
Yeah. No, what was that?
Sorry. No, so I was saying, really good question and a really good answer. So.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah.
Thank you. No, but yeah, the painting in itself, like if you're listening to this and you don't have a hobby and you just came across this podcast just to have something to listen to, try to buy some paint, try to paint something and put on your favorite movie and get some snacks and just close the world away for a little bit. You know, the old Lord of the Rings movies from I guess 60s and 70s, like the real old ones, the animated ones.
Yeah,
I put on those maybe 30 to 40 times a year while I paint, because the music and the art in it just makes 12-year-old me feel really good, and that's what miniatures does. And if you do bring a snack or a soft drink and put on some music or whatever, take everything that your 12-year-old self felt awesome around and made your heart feel warm, and maybe that'll help your adult broken self feel a little better.
Yeah.
Escapism 101.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we want to come and paint with you now.
Yeah, that's
absolutely brilliant.
How much the flights?
Yeah.
Oh well, you're very welcome to come.
And also, if you found this podcast, you're listening to it, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your life?
Move on. Come on, guys. Okay, so the next section, we're going straight into it. It is Sprue or false? False.
Oh, I knew you were going to do it. Stop it.
Sprue or false?
That's what we like.
I'd rather you got a sound effect for it.
Oh, no, that would ruin it.
Dear hell.
So, our first Sprue or false is: you should always aim to play with painted minis. Sprue or false?
Sprue, because immersion.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I would say my gut reaction would be Sprue. You should always aim for it, whether or not you get there is a kind of...
That's true.
Yeah.
Aim for it. Yeah, well, that's good. I have played a game with opponents that was all grey, and it was kind of like meh, you know.
Yeah.
Immersion wise, so I would say Spruce. That's my final answer.
Definitely. Yeah, I think we play Zombicide unpainted, but that's just because there's not all unpainted, but a lot of it unpainted because it's so many models. But then even then, like you said, we're kind of sitting there going, "This is great." But imagine if they were all painted. How much better it would be.
Yeah.
Every game we say it, we've got to paint these. Imagine it painted.
And Hero Quest.
Hero Quest, yeah. Same with Hero Quest. We were like, we should really paint these. But we will. Maybe.
We'll get there. We're aiming
one
to paint
day.
them all.
Yeah, one day. Even though we went through, 4 sets of Zombicide? So about 500 models. Yeah, it's fine.
Easy. Airbrush.
Airbrush.
Yeah.
So, painting competitions are too stressful. Sprue or false?
Sprue.
I love this. No mucking around. Sprue, done. Next.
Done. No, it's stressful for me at least. I'm not a great painter or will ever be. I go to look at El Miniaturista's Instagram page to break my self-esteem.
Yeah, I'm, like me. I'm a pretty good painter, and then I go to like El Miniaturista, see those pages, and you're like, I'm terrible.
Sergio Calvo and all them, you go,
yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's what it's meant to look like.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow.
But I do think I do agree with Norse that we, again, not, it wasn't Golden Demon, but we took part in a painting competition at the Art World Weekend, like we said, and I decided to paint a model while we're there. I really enjoyed it. Great model. Love the model. I really had, really enjoyed painting it. But even like painting it and like on the day when they were announcing the winners, I was getting like butterflies and getting stressed. Like, I wonder if I'll win. I hope I win. And then, and obviously you came third and I don't want to go too much into it, but I feel like it might have been, it deserved higher place. I'm not going to go into details, but that was initially quite, stressful for you, wasn't it? Like they kind of...
Yeah, I don't know why. I suppose it kind of depends what sort of person you are. If you're kind of, it's fine. But I suppose if you put, between 50 and 100 hours into a piece, chances are you're not going to go there and think, it doesn't matter, whatever happens. You're going to be invested.
It's like this Norwegian painter... Miniature Nils, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
He painted a stunning golem where he holds the ring.
Yes, I saw it. Is this for the Golden Demon?
Yes.
Just gone. Yes, yeah.
And they said he was disqualified because he'd used an original backdrop or something.
Yeah, stupid.
And he used so many hours on that. He said I kind of expected it. He said not too disappointed. But, it would have been me. I'd be like, flip the table.
I have
burned the place down.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's all kind of hearsay and people talking, but I've heard a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of painters and people that took part in the competition have actually been complaining about Golden Demon this year, that it was kind of not unfair, but a lot, like Richard Gray didn't even place. Did you see his Eldari piece? It was stunning. I don't know if you saw it, Norse.
No.
But it was stunning. He had like a freehand spider on the back. If you look it up, it's absolutely breathtaking. Didn't even place. And there's a lot of painters that are like, Richard Gray was very graceful about it, but yeah, I've heard a lot of people. You just reminded me saying about the Golem that got disqualified. I think a lot of people online have been kind of saying, not judged brilliantly. It's not taking anything away from the people that won. The people that won, their paint jobs are stunning. I'd never, ever be able to get close. But yeah, I've heard a few things. Sorry, just gone off a tangent there. You just reminded me saying about the Golem that got disqualified. But yeah, Sprue.
Sprue. Next,
moving on quickly before I get in trouble again. Yeah, we're not working with GW. Don't let them watch the podcast. Fuck you.
Hang on. They'll like the next one.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Shit.
So,
on that note,
on that bombshell, Games Workshop make the best games. Sprue or false?
Ooh. Well, thank you, sir, for throwing me under the bus there.
Yeah. You're also not going to work with them, Norse.
I have not played every game out there, and I probably never will, but I really like HeroQuest. But wasn't it made by Games Workshop originally?
I think the original was made with, I think they made the models or something years ago, or they kind of, but not now. Avalon Hill have it now, but years ago the original one was made with them or something. They had something to do with the original version.
I would go off, I would bravely say false, because they were top dog before, because it was really only them, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But now you have all these other games like Zombicide and, D&D, like all them games. So I think, no, there's too much, false. There's too much fun out there now. Too much fun.
Right.
All right, let me hear.
No, I'll give them the credit. Their models are stunning. Some of the best in the world. I'm not even going to argue that. A little bit too over-detailed for my liking at times, but they are...
Yeah. Oh, I have... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are far too... it doesn't need 16 leather pouches. One will do. It's kind of... Anyway, their models are great, but their games, for me, are the best.
Mm-hmm.
But in their defence, again, I'm trying to put it back here, they... never claim to be game developers. They are a model making company first.
Yeah.
And they kind of make rules for their games for you to have an excuse to use their pretty models for a game. I think anyway. But no, they don't make the best games at all. Again, I don't know if you have obviously more fantasy, but Star Wars Legion, Star Wars Shatterpoint, Ark World, Zombicide, like you said, Bolt Action, any other game that we've played has been infinitely more fun, quicker.
Conquest was good.
Conquest, yeah.
I've been dying to try that.
Yeah,
it's really good.
We played it at UK Games Expo, and again, this close to walking away with the starter set because it was.
I played a Norse team as well.
Yeah,
Norse army.
Are those the one with the dinosaurs?
No, they're the orcs. Weirdly, the orcs riding dinosaurs,
which is cool.
They are cool. You liked them, didn't you? Yeah,
I like dinosaurs.
Yeah, I like the dwarfs. The dwarfs, and they look really cool. But yeah. Their games are very good, but their models are stunning. And like I said, after all these other games we've played, it's like none of them come close to, anything that,
Yeah, the actual, when you get to down to the nuts and bolts, they have a few good games.
Warcry is good. Again, Warcry is quite fun. It's
Underworlds.
Quite good. Underworlds was quite good, yeah. So,
was
but in general, they're big games, I'm talking 40k.
Yeah.
Age of Sigmar's not too bad in comparison, but 40k is a mess. I can't stand it. Necromunda need about 16 books to play the game, apparently.
Lord of the Rings is meant to be good.
Lord of the Rings is meant to be good, yeah.
I heard that one's really good.
But in general, no. Games for me are mid at best, but their models are lovely.
You did mention something, though, that I want to tangent on.
Yeah.
And that is, I really miss the old simplicity of the first miniatures from Games Workshop, not the bulky pewter ones like from the first editions.
Yes,
but like From that starter pack with the Empire, the riflemen there are so simple yet so wonderful. And the riflemen you get now, they have to have like a monkey on their hat, and like there's so much going on.
Yeah,
I just want a clean lineup, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
And and from that point, and also to paint. You've got to paint, 50 of these Empire, state troopers. You don't want to have like 18 belts, leather, bullet pouches, 14 feathers in their caps, all smoking a pipe with 4 guns on their back with a scenic base among. Oh my God.
They look wonderful. They look wonderful, but I do miss the simplicity of painting the old ones. I really
definitely. Well, it's like kind of find other games like keep going on about. We're not sponsored, wish we were, but Arc World, their models they have a very stylistic look, but they're not cluttered with 15 different parts. They're fun to paint. It's quite enjoyable to paint.
I'm going to Google that game now.
Yes, well, it's brilliant, but it's a very acquired taste. The look of the models, I think they're brilliant. I love the look of the models, but some people might not. But yeah, check it out. Good.
I will. I like to have the hyper focus on before I go to bed.
There you go. You're sleeping tonight.
Yeah,
but it's really simple rules as well. Yeah, like really simple. You print them out; they're all free. You can download them, and the rules are really straightforward. You can play a game of that. We play 3-player game. Me, you, and my brother. Just over an hour for all 3 of us. Obviously, it drags out when you're mucking around because it has a bit of a D&D system in it, which you probably quite like as well.
Oh yeah, and it's like banter is important.
Yeah, so it's called a feat system, so you can make up anything in the game. Like Warcry, for instance, got very rigid rules. This is what you do to do this. This is what you do to do that. You want to move, you want to shoot.
Right.
In Arc World, it would be a case of I'm trying to think. Give me a good example.
You'd be like, I want to jump over that hedge and
try and cut the head off of your captain in one go.
Oh.
Okay. And then there's different levels of feat. So it could be easy feat, medium feat, hard feat, or legendary.
Oh.
And that depends how many successes on dice rolls you have to get.
Oh.
So you might say, I want to jump over that hedge and I want to decapitate your captain in one go. Well, that's going to be a legendary feat, because you're a halfling. So how are you going to get over that hedge to start off with? So you need like 4 successes on your dice, and it's like
you're probably only rolling for a half.
So it's very narrative then.
Yeah, it's very narrative, but it's a load of things like that because I've got a giant spider in it. A model, an arachnid queen, and we had big trees, didn't we? And I said, I want her to climb up into the canopy of the trees and just crawl around in the trees and then drop down behind your lot. Okay, yeah, she could easily climb the trees, but dropping, it was, so I can't remember, we worked it out to be a medium feat or a hard feat. Things like that, you can make up your own little stories in the game. It's really cool.
That sounds awesome.
We've tangent again.
But again, this is what I mean. Talking about this.
Things like that you wouldn't get in a Games Workshop game. That's what I mean. Things like that are really cool.
That's true.
But yeah, sorry, I've completely. What's your opinion on that one? Don't know if you answered. I just went off on one.
No, I think I'd say they make some good games, but they don't make the best games.
No.
I think there's definitely. Although that said, Lord of the Rings, and I'm surprised you haven't got into Lord of the Rings, Norse.
I will have my first game in December. Because I'm going to England.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
For first
faction?
I think he's lending me the Ents. I think.
Oh,
nice.
It's my favourite. The Ents and Isengard. They're my 2 favourite factions.
And I think I'm going to play the whole game by going. I'm over there.
Be a good reel.
Yeah, it would be. So, our next section is Paint Grey eBay.
Oh. I hate the way you do it in my face.
Oh, yeah. That's where the fun is.
Gotta rub it in.
Okay, so do you want to start with, I'm guessing, Norse's opinion first?
Yeah, well, we've got to announce the...
Yes, yeah, go on then, after you do.
So, we've got Carl Franz on Deathclaw.
Yeah.
We got Valton, Exalted of Sigmar.
On Mount.
And we've got Warrior Priest of Sigmar.
See a bit of a theme there with the Empire army. So
thought we'd do an Empire special for Norse, as he's got a particular liking for them.
Which one? So Carl Franz on Deathclaw, I suppose. Start with that one.
Yeah.
eBay.
eBay.
Ooh.
Oh, reasons.
Straight in.
Straight. I love this. Norse doesn't muck around.
No fees now.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you got any reasons or just eBay?
Well, it's because I like Empire because they're humans in a fantasy world. They're total underdogs, and the second they ride griffins or manticores, they're a little too fantasy for me. So it would be a great fun paint, but I would not keep it for myself.
Good answer. So then, Valton, Exalted of Sigmar.
Paint.
No, yeah, stunning model.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks great.
So cool.
So then, obviously, we know the answer for Warrior Priest of Sigmar.
Yeah, Grey. They're awesome. I was forced to pick up proxies because someone decided to quit the game they've been selling me for. So I painted a couple of warrior priests from Highland Miniatures recently.
I've seen some really good proxies on it, like Etsy and things. As they look just, I'd almost
just
say,
like them. Yeah,
almost say better.
Yeah, some would say, but so I wouldn't have the need in me to paint a warrior priest now right away.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Brilliant.
Great.
So go on the down, let you go first. So Carl Franz on Deathclaw.
Oh, gotta think about that one, huh?
Yeah, it's a bit of a... I think the thing is, it's interesting because I think from a personal point of view, I feel like I would eBay that. But there is a lot of painting sort of potential in that miniature. So although it is a lot to paint.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't finish it.
Yeah, maybe it's best it does go on eBay. I would... Yeah, I would eBay it.
Okay, so then Valton.
Paint.
So
same
as Norse.
Same, because that you've only got to look at that and see that that's a bit of me.
Yeah,
guy. Yeah,
big hammer on a horse.
Yeah, that's my character in any game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that miniature. I wish like everybody could see that miniature right now because we need it back. Games Workshop, could you for the re-release? Can you hear this?
Oh, they can't. Trust me, they can't. And they shouldn't.
Do you have one or not?
No, I don't.
That's rocking all shit, that is. Yeah.
That
is stunning model. There was a limited edition of him on foot as well, which I had.
Oh, the one where he holds two hammers?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because one's not enough.
Yeah.
Well, I have one where you can have two.
You still
Warhammers.
Warhammers, yeah. Or can you still get hold of him? I'm not sure. Either way, still a cool model.
Oh, yeah.
And then, the Warrior Priest is cool. Really cool. But not as cool as Valton.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so, no. I too would eBay Carl Franz. Cool model, but I think if I'm honest, I'd get halfway through and be like, I wouldn't paint it.
Now we're doing tiger stripes.
Yeah. It'd be tiger stripes. And then I would probably leave grey, Valton.
Oh.
I like it's a great, absolutely stunning model, but I don't know, for me, something about warrior priests. Love them. I've always loved them. Bit of nostalgia, I think, because I remember growing up and playing people that had them. There was a few games that come out, Mark of Chaos, and there was a cutscene with like a warrior priest.
Yes, that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where they walk in the forest, right?
Yes,
and then
suddenly
there's chaos warriors coming in the mist.
Yeah,
I remember the first time I saw that cutscene, and I was, what is this?
That's what I think of when I think of warrior priest. I just think, they're so cool. So for me, I'd paint the warrior priest, and it's just a small single model.
Yeah,
that would get painted. There'd be no, no, I don't want. No, that would get done. And I know there's some good, like you said, some good 3D printed versions that I would say are better. And yeah, you could. Yeah, I yeah. For me, I'd paint the warrior priest again. All great models.
Good, yeah.
Even from a faction I'm not massively keen on, but like I said, that Mark of Chaos cutscene is just stuck up here. When I think of a warrior priest, I just think of that. I'll show you it after we recorded. You will get moist as well. And I throw my phone on the floor.
Wow, Carl Franz got absolutely battered.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Stupid Deathclaw.
How dare you ride anything magnificent?
Yeah, how dare you not be a normal human on foot?
Yeah. Get back on your horse.
Yeah. Do not Boughton. Get on a horse. Who do you think you are? Leader of the Empire or something?
Right. Well, that's sort of the episode done.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of wrap up a bit and see what sort of plans Norse has got for anything coming up. Any projects you're working on? Any sneak peeks?
I have a couple of few irons in the fire, actually. I have a little podcast I'm doing with Dasmol, Wargaming,
Oh, cool.
from Instagram. We're gonna have we don't have a name yet because we're changing it because of reasons. But it's just gonna be about everything, really. And on the painting side, I'm just gonna continue to rock on my gray pile. I have do you know Epic Encounters? It's
yes,
like a D&D box. Yeah. So I have
from Steam Forge Games, is it?
Yes. So what's the name of this one? The Labyrinth of the Goblin Tsar is the one I'm gonna attack from that one.
Cool.
Nice.
And then Dron Eldenhay. He printed out a proxy vampire steam tank for me, which is a mix of a steam tank and a battle fortress.
That's
which
cool.
is,
Nice.
So that's gonna be one of the big ones.
We should put that on Paint Grey eBay. Steam tank, didn't think of that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That is.
I like those.
Cool.
Well, so keep an eye out for Norse's podcast then, guys.
Yeah, keep an eye.
It can't be much worse than this one, so I wouldn't worry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keep up with the
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep on posting my daily routines, I guess, you know.
Keep everyone laughing, keep everyone painting,
keep
relaxing.
the community happy, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, so we've probably got a few little bits coming up.
You've got your little secret project.
So you'll know about that hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, keep kind of thanks Norse for coming on.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks
Absolutely brilliant guest.
Thanks for having me. This was quite fun.
Yeah, well, it was really funny actually. Really
good. Had a great time.
Yeah. Thanks guys for listening, watching. Keep up to date. Yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah. And
or don't. We can't make you. You know.
subscribe.
Yeah. No. I take it back. Terrible guest. No more.
See you later, guys.
Yeah.
Bye bye.